At 7:38 this morning, Santa Clarita Sheriff's Station received a 911 call of a shooting at Saugus High School. Among those who were transported, it turned out to be the suspect, who is currently in the hospital in grave condition, and he's a male, Asian, 16 years of age, and a student of the school. We did identified who the shooter was through firsthand witnesses, video surveillance. We confirmed it. We then executed a search warrant at the residence of the suspect, and now we're going through the very lengthy process of conducting a thorough investigation to figure out what happened and why.
Detectives have reviewed the video at the scene, which clearly show the subject in the quad withdraw a handgun from his backpack, shoot and wound 5 people, and then shoot himself in the head. The suspect was later identified as one of the victims who was found in the quad. He is identified as a 16-year-old male whose birthday is today. The weapon that he used was recovered at the scene. It's a .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol, which had no more rounds in it, had no more bullets in it. He is a resident in the 22900 block of Sycamore Creek Drive in Santa Clarita. That location was contained by sheriff's deputies, and a cursory search was done to identify any other potential victims which may be at the location. There were none there. It is now being contained. A search warrant is being written, and it will be conducted to process that scene for evidence.
It's like a big balloon pop, but like super loud, and then like everyone started running, and like it was really scary.
Now an update as we just got a photo in of the suspected shooter, who's been identified in the last hour, confirmed by CBS News as Nathaniel Berhow, 16 years old today. Today was his birthday. He brought a .45 caliber, authorities saying a .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol to campus and shot 5 of his classmates.
Police have not publicly identified the shooter, but they say he had no apparent ties to the victims other than attending the same school.
The suspect was identified as a 16-year-old. His birthday was today.
In fact, CBS News has just confirmed the name of the suspected shooter, Nathaniel Berhow. Officials say they have surveillance video of him walking onto the school campus today with a .45 caliber handgun and opening fire on his classmates.
His classmate Nathaniel Berhow opened fire on the morning of his 16th birthday.
The suspect is a 10th grader, Nathaniel Berhow. His 16th birthday was yesterday. He's now in critical condition with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
It's like a big balloon pop, but like super loud, and then like everyone started running, and like it was really scary.
Now an update as we just got a photo in of the suspected shooter, who's been identified in the last hour, confirmed by CBS News as Nathaniel Berhow, 16 years old today. Today was his birthday. He brought a .45 caliber, authorities saying a .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol to campus and shot 5 of his classmates.
Police have not publicly identified the shooter, but they say he had no apparent ties to the victims other than attending the same school.
The suspect was identified as 16-year-old Nathan Berhow. Thursday was his birthday.
In the last hour, we learned the name of the alleged shooter in a deadly rampage at a California high school.
It happened at Saugus High School in Santa Clarita, just north of Los Angeles.
The school day was just about to begin at Saugus High School in Santa Clarita, California, when investigators say 16-year-old Nathaniel Berhow opened fire in a campus courtyard, the gunman shooting 5 students before shooting himself.
Tonight, Jared Axon said he wanted to share memories of Nathan Berhow, who turned 16 today.
And authorities soon found out that one of them was the shooter. He's been identified as 16-year-old Nathaniel Berhow. Berhow is reportedly in grave condition.
The alleged gunman identified as Nathaniel Berhow, who is in grave condition. The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department says Berhow opened fire this morning on what happens to be his 16th birthday, shooting several students before turning the gun on himself.
Police have not publicly identified the shooter, but they say he had no apparent ties to the victims other than attending the same school.
It's an implicit understanding that our kids will be safe at school. And when one of those covenants, one of those kind of implicit beliefs is broken, it violates our sense of safety for the world.